James Evans.
Cabinet Secretary, you can see why people in rural Wales feel a bit shortchanged when Transport for Wales are cutting services like they are in Landrindod in my constituency to the rail network across the country. The Welsh Government talks a lot about getting the public to use public transport more to reduce our carbon emissions. But people in rural Wales do feel shortchanged. They don't have bus networks, and now they've been having their rail links taken away from them. So, Cabinet Secretary, I'd be very interested to hear from you. How can you assure people who live in my constituency and the whole of rural Wales that this government does take their issues and concerns seriously? Because it does feel to a lot of people that everything happens in the urban environments, but nothing seems to be happening in rural Wales.
Well, can I assure the member that we do take incredibly seriously the needs of people who live in rural Wales? With regard to Transport for Wales services, there are actually more rail services now operating in Wales than before COVID, and that is not the case across the UK. Indeed, we're also seeing more trains and train carriages being used on the Transport for Wales service areas. And my understanding is that whereas Transport for Wales inherited 270 carriages back in 2018, soon they'll be operating trains carrying or pulling almost 500 carriages. So there are more services, there are more carriages being used, and the new timetable will also include additional calls to and from Milford Haven and Haverfordwest, hourly services between Aberystwyth and Shrewsbury, serving rural communities. So there will be benefits for rural areas, but I do accept the particular point with regard to the Heart of Wales line is well taken, well made, and I will meet with residents and elected members over this.